Yes. Okay, I think that in some realms there are we live in a we live in a world that is full of shades and gray. And I feel like in religion there are some black and whites. And sometimes the only reason we know they're black and whites is because I know you're going to hate this, but quote unquote God said so. Okay, I know, just let me finish. I know.
Okay.
I know.
I'm just smiling
I,
quietly.
I know you are over there squirming.
Yeah.
Okay, but this is what I have to say. Sometimes we don't understand certain principles or why certain guidelines or recommendations are given. But as time goes, and this is one where, as I've been talking about before, I've been finding evidence, statistics, and reasons for why premarital sex is not a good idea that actually support the whole idea, the whole religious perspective, to wait until you're married. And I think that this is the thing that I've noticed in religion. There are certain things that I don't understand. I feel like I don't have the perspective or the framework to fit that understanding in. And as if I'm patient and I wait and I don't just throw it out because I don't get it or I don't understand it, I usually find answers and understanding come later. And I feel like I can't. I'm not. Hold on.
I love how you're getting frustrated. I'm not even doing anything this time. This is you getting frustrated with your. I don't
Because
know if you're
I
waiting for me to
okay,
interject.
because I think part of the reason I'm more emotional about this one is I feel like the majority of people, not just atheists, the majority of people, Christians alike, believe that premarital sex is okay.
Oh, of
And
course
it
it's
has
not just atheists.
become,
Look, atheists are a
yeah,
minority in this
yeah,
country, in this
exactly.
world.
And I feel like that's why I'm
It's
more
not this
vocal.
premarital sex is not an atheist agenda. First of all, there are not
Exactly.
that there are
That's why
agendas anyway for atheists, but
I know that's why I'm saying I feel like I have to be even more vocal about it because it's not just you, the atheist, I'm fighting against here. It is basically everybody. It has become a popular, it has become a norm. And in fact, people who wait to have married are the minority.
but
And they're
it's becoming a norm again. You realize that it was a norm before religious institutions.
okay.
Before marriage existed, it was the norm. Premarital sex is the sort of in its infancy, I guess you could say, in the grand scheme of things.
So it's just the
Premarital
big bang.
sex is against the norm. In the long history of our development, premarital sex is against the norm. Yes. So when you're saying premarital sex it's now the norm, or it's becoming the norm, or it is the norm, well, that's how it always has been. Not for the last 3,000 years. The agendas have been pushed
But,
to not have premarital sex.
but this is not even so much a Christian or religious topic anymore because so many Christians or religious people today, it used to be a religious topic, but so many people.
Right, but you're saying that you're fighting against it because it's becoming the norm, premarital
Yes,
sex.
and that's what I'm saying. Like a Christian amongst even Christians,
Yes, and I'm just
or
saying that
it's more common.
it is the norm.
I know what you're saying. I don't agree with it as usual.
There's what is there not even to agree with? Do you
I
think
understand what you're
Homo
saying.
habilis and Australopithecus robustus were like, oh, we should not have sex until we're married? No, they didn't have marriage. They had sex. Animals aren't getting
Yes, and they
married.
also didn't. They're developed.
Go ahead.
I'm. I think I've made my argument. I think I said what I wanted to say. If you have anything else you want to add, I would be willing to listen to it. I'm just going to be pleasant now.
Thank you for joining us on this.
What? She's pleasant. Let's just take this
Let's
away.
end it. Let's end it on a pleasant note.
I feel like we have beaten this horse. He is dead and he is not moving.
This horse is
Let him,
slaughtered.
let him lie in peace. Let him
Okay.
rest in peace.
Let the flies.
We know how you feel and we know how I feel and we know where we're coming from. And yes, I think the female and the male perspective are definitely tying into the argument today. But I'm still right. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye. Can we just end it?
Wow. Well, obviously we could go on for hours, I think, on this, or maybe mere minutes until one of us is shot in the face.
I still think it is such a good idea that we do this on the
It's a
internet
good
where
thing we're not in the same. It's a good thing
yes,
we're not in a studio locked up
we are
together.
two different
This
states
would be,
that I know you're at least a couple hour plane ride away.
yeah. There's
There's no,
at least 1,000 miles that separates us.
this is healthy.
This is the way to do it.
The way to argue.
But we do thank you for joining us on this very heated topic. We would love
And
to hear your opinions. We know that the opinions are out there varied.
I think we owe an apology as well.
Let us take a minute here to apologize to our one listener out there who took the time to sit through this
Sorry for hurting
horrendous
your ears.
podcast. We'll do every attempt to have a better podcast next time.
Are you kidding me? This was so much fun. We're not doing that.
Oh, well, I stand corrected. We will
Just
make
because
no attempt
Just because I sound like I'm
to
mad doesn't mean I
perform
really
better.
am.
As always, you can find us on iTunes. We appreciate you downloading and sharing the link to our iTunes with your friends and family. We want to get the word out there that the podcast exists. We want more listeners. You can find us on Twitter at Mormon and Atheist. You can send us your email, show topic ideas. You can send me your hate mail. You can send Sarah your love mail at mormonatheist@yahoo.com. And you can find us on the web at blog.mormonandatheist.com. Barely surviving, this is David the Atheist.
And thriving. This is Sarah.
We will talk to you again next time, folks. Bye-bye.
Bye.